Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us here as we get ready to prepare for our Plain Pole Challenge this year. It's really been a tough year, I know, for many of us, and I want to start by thanking our sponsors who have been so wonderful for us over the years, and in tough times, you've really stepped up for us. Orchard Software, CHA, and Indianapolis Airport Authority, Marquis, Anthem, Butler, Fairman, and Seifert, Sinorama, as well as the Indianapolis Airport Authority, and the continued support of our event from FedEx Express. We couldn't do this without you. And again, hope you're all safe and healthy at home. And we really thank you again for your support and coming on board for this year's event. Just a reminder, this year's event will be recorded. So if anybody on your team was not able to join us today, we will be sharing this link on our website later on today. And as I mentioned earlier, I know this year has been extremely disruptive for all of us, and we've done our best to adjust with our events. As you can imagine, our summer games, which host over 3,000 athletes in an in-person competition that we've been doing now for 50 years, that impact was in the distress of not being able to get together this year was a challenge. It was something that we knew that in this time we could not sit back and just let this thing pass by, so to speak. We've been able to adjust, in case you didn't know, and created a virtual games challenge, which instead of a 3-day in-person event became a 5-week at-home athlete challenge with many activities that our athletes could do at home and earn points for their counties. I'm proud to say that this summer-long initiative of maintaining your health and in the spirit of competition and the spirit of competing for your local program, we had more than 1,700 athletes that competed this summer in our athlete challenge. Our athlete leadership program also is an in-person event that we were not able to host in the spring, and we very quickly became experts, I would say, in how to do these trainings online. And so for 8 straight weeks, our athletes were able to attend classes and sessions as they would in person in a new format. And I will say that it was a very huge success being able to give our programming in a time where it's been very difficult to be in person. So again, thank you all for being here today. This will be a short program with as many updates as we're able to share. And I just realized I don't think I introduced myself, but my name's Scott Furnish. I've been involved with Special Olympics since 2001. My current role is the Vice President of Development. And I've been involved with the Plain Pole since, I think, year 3. So I know many of you, and I'm glad to see you. I just would ask you to sit back and enjoy the presentation. At the end, we will answer some questions, as many as we know. But before we get into the heart of the competition, I'd like to share a video with you when this all started early in March, when we weren't able to meet in person. We did a little video and captured some of the emotion of our athletes about what they missed most about Special Olympics.
Most about Special Olympics, about competing, is seeing all my friends.
There's guys I hadn't seen in weeks and months. Some of my teammates I keep in contact with me. They text quite a bit, call quite a bit.
I miss being with my friends, my teammates, my coaches, and I miss summer games.
Hopefully the fireworks go away soon, that we can get back to Special Olympics soon. But I miss everybody at Special Olympics.
What I miss about Special Olympics is interacting with my friends.
Being able to see all the athletes, the volunteers, and those that all help across the state.
I miss seeing my friends.
The competition, the challenges, and just being with my friends and having fun.
I really will be glad when Special Olympics starts back up.
What I miss most about Special Olympics is, first of all, summer games, because that's my favorite weekend of the whole year.
I've been walking, I've been exercising, doing the fitness challenges, and then I'm training for the Evansville Half Marathon.
I started a weekly Zoom meeting, so everyone in Benton County, we get together and we talk on Zoom.
Since January, actually, I have lost 37.5 pounds.
I've been competing in the virtual challenge, and I like the walking. I like getting my daughter motivated and doing it.
I miss my friends. I miss the competition, and I miss leadership.
I've just been trying to keep myself active and sane. I've just been trying to do everything.
We have some bad days, but my good days outweigh my bad days. So, sometimes I have bad days, and sometimes I focus on the good ones more than the bad ones.
Summer Games is awesome because it's great to unify with everybody. There's so many new people I meet, not just the athletes or the volunteers, but just the whole town is Terre Haute.
I am staying active. I walk, I go to Planet Fitness, and I do push-ups.
I've lost 39 pounds.
I gotta tell you, the consensus is we can't wait to come back.
I miss the family because Special Olympics has been a real big family to me.
I learned to step up more, be more vocal.
It's given me a voice, one, and also I've had people help me to understand that it's okay to be different and to still be included, because when I was in school, I was bullied a lot.
I was bullied mostly through high school, so I didn't really fit in that well.
In high school, I didn't hang out with a lot of people because of my elementary experience.
We talk a lot about inclusion and a lot of the things that are going on. If people knew the Special Olympics message and what we were all about, maybe we can be all inclusive maybe the world can be inclusive for everyone. Why does it have to stop at us?
A lot of people don't really know what Special Olympics mean. When I got started, I really didn't know what it was about. I thought it was just an organization, but now I love it. I just love it.
Bowling, swimming, corn toss. I just started doing basketball this year because we have an all-girls team, so that was actually fun.
My favorite part is everything.
I do sports year-round, so there's a lot. I do basketball, bowling, cheer, track, and volleyball.
Getting with the fellas, practicing, game planning. We spend a lot of time together. It's almost like a big family.
I like golf. Yeah, I like it. I just like golf, playing golf.
Learning new skills like basketball, shooting the basketball. I'm not coordinated doing that at all, but I love trying to attempt to do that. I've been walking, I've been doing ball throwing, I've been trying to do a bunch of exercises.
My leadership skills have grown a little bit.
I'm stepping up and doing positive videos for everyone in my county.
I think I've had to become more of a leader and also more of a positive person.
We are all in this together, that we get through it and stay strong and have hope and be positive.
I hope to see everybody next year for Special Olympics in Terre Haute.
We are
unified by hope.
Unified by hope.
Unified by hope.
We are unified by hope.
Okay, so I just want to mention that every one of those athletes that were on the video were from Indiana, and if that video doesn't lift your spirits, I don't know what would. So we will get into our next upcoming event. As I mentioned, we're here for Plane Pull today. We've been fortunate enough to start some in-person activities. As you know, and for those of you that's been around with us many years with the Plane Pull, the format will take a little different shape this year. We are fortunate enough to be at the same venue, but we will need to make some amendments with that. And obviously every day is changing, so we will communicate with everyone as best as we can. If we could start up the PowerPoint again, we'll continue with this year's changes for the Plane Pull Challenge. In an effort to reduce some of the numbers that we have for this event, this year's Plane Pull teams will be reduced to 12-person teams. Again, for those that's been with us for many years, you know, part of the fun of going out and pulling with your friends or your coworkers is the privilege of being able to meet some of our athletes that will join your team. Unfortunately, that part of the program and the competition will not happen this year. We will be able to feature an athlete or two throughout the day through our programming, but having athletes join your team and for your safety and comfort will not be a part of it this year. As we can imagine, putting together our 12-person team, you should start early and recruit alternates as needed to be able to pull with the maximum number for this year. If the number 12 worries you, it shouldn't. We've been fortunate enough over 20 years that we've never had a team not be able to pull it. And when we used to do the lowest weight competition, we had as few as 3 people be able to pull the plane. So if you work together, 12 people will be more than enough to pull the plane. The entry fee for this year has been adjusted since the team size has been adjusted as well. The entry fee this year will be $1,000. As most of you know, registering and helping get donation online is the best way to raise that fee and more for us. And with that will be some prizes. Both of those topics we'll talk about here in just a minute. To register for our event, I will remind you that our website, whether you Google Special Olympics or go specifically to our plane, our webpage is planepullin.org for all the latest information on this year's Plane Pull. This will be the best way for you to go register and start fundraising for us. In about a week or so, all of the printed materials that normally accompany this event, brochures and posters, will be available. For those of you that have registered, each of you will get a Plane Pull kit, as well as those that participated last year. One of those will be put in the mail as well. If you've not attended this event before, again, once you register, the Plane Pull kit will be mailed to you. These printed materials are easy to share with those that may be interested in it. Most, if not all, of the information is still available at planepullin.org. The last thing I'll mention on this slide, the waiver process for this year is similar to how it's been in the past, except it will be individually instead of a team waiver. So each person, whether participant, family member, or spectator, will need to sign the waiver individually, and those will all be collected in a similar manner to last year. The team form with that was passed around with multiple signatures on that, we will not be doing it that way this year. Okay. Polar Express Day. Many of you will know what this means. The week of our competition, has been a visit to the office for many teams as a way to drop off your revenue. And we will continue hosting the pre-event day, the Polar Express Day in our office. This day will take place on Tuesday, September 29th. That is on our website. It's in the printed materials from noon to 6. In the past, that's been an in-office experience. And the new experience this year for pre-registering will be a drive-through where we'll have different stations and you won't have to get out of your car to complete your pre-registration. Team captains, those that participate in this and do this to get us ready for Saturday, will get a free 8x10, which we've done for many years. It's the opportunity to pick up all of the souvenir t-shirts, first come, first serve, with choice of sizes, and that is an advantage of being able to share those with your team. It's also an opportunity, and probably the biggest benefit, last year you're able to pick what time you pull on Saturday. This is on a first come, first serve basis, and will give you and your team the best idea for time frame of when to arrive and get prepared to pull. Lastly, another way to say it, the team classifications. Each of you, when you sign up, we have many divisions that your team makeup can compete in. We will not pull in by team classification. It will be by pull order, meaning at the end of the day, as we get all the results, we're not going to know who wins all the divisions until all the teams pull. So the awards piece, which we used to be able to do throughout the day, we won't know that until the end of the day. Teams are welcome as you get your pull time on event day to come out and pull. And you can head home after that if you choose. You will also have a designated location on site for your team should you want to stay for and to see the rest of the activities that we have during the day, which you'll hear about in just a minute. We all like awards, and this year we're going to bulk up those as a reward for those that are coming out. We've added to the competition this year. As always, we will recognize the top fundraising team and the overall fastest team. We will hand those out at the end of the day. We also will recognize the best team costume as well as the most team spirit. And we're going to give out some new prizes for that this year with some gift cards that I guarantee you that you'll want to take home that prize. This part will look very familiar to you depending on your team makeup. We will have public safety teams, high school teams, college teams. If you do not fit into that category, you will fit into the open division this year. Each of those divisions will be given the top award with a plaque for that day. In addition, we've always had a large number of corporate teams. There will be a corporate division champion, but there will also be awards for the top construction team, the top fastest engineering team, the top fastest engineering team, as well as the fastest law firm team. So we're looking at this as a way to increase the competition and competitive spirit with an opportunity to win in different areas. So that is the latest and greatest new awards that we're giving out this year. At this time, this concludes my part of this presentation, and at this time I'd like to introduce to you Craig Swearingen with Butler, Fairman, and Seifert. He has been a longtime supporter and a passionate plane pole competitor, and I'm going to ask him to give his perspective to each and everyone else on the call on what it takes to put your team together, what to expect, best practices, and best opportunity to raise funds. So, Craig, take it away.
Thank you, Scott, for having me today. Hello, everybody. I want to thank Special Olympics Indiana for their amazing support of Butler, Fairman, Seifert. I think it is a mutual respect with each other. We've been a supporter of Special Olympics now for 13 years. We are an official sponsor of the Plain Pool and Special Olympics, and we cannot be more honored to be a part of this organization. I think the video that was so very well put together explains exactly why we do what we do. When you first start your involvement with Special Olympics, you don't really quite know what you're getting into. As far as the way we started, we saw an opportunity to market. We're a civil engineering firm. We do work out at the airport. And we thought, hey, what a great idea to get our name out at the airport and for everybody to see our name. That's fantastic, but it's evolved into so much more than that since then. Once you experience the joy and the passion and the real meaning behind what Special Olympics is and the benefits it provides over 18,000 Hoosiers, you really get a sense of where that pride and where your sense of community is going. It no longer is a marketing effort. It turns into a community involvement and giving back to your community and to people that really deserve and are and need programs like this. As you heard, there were quite a few individuals that missed their friends. That's what this community has turned into. It's not just a go around, run around the track or shoot some hoops. It is a true friendship involvement. And even on a corporate level, you get to know these athletes, you get to know what they're about, you develop friendships with them. And we just couldn't be more proud to be part of this organization. As far as the Plain Pool itself, it's a wonderful event. I think people find it hard to believe that you can go out there and pull a 757 jet, which is terrific. It really allows we're a corporate division, so it really allows our team of coworkers to get together and have some camaraderie outside of work. The main focus that we have is not only raising money, but it is to build our internal camaraderie. We have gone to the extent of really advertising this event, not just for Butler Fairmont Seifert, but for Special Olympics in general. We promote this on our Twitter page, and we promote this on our LinkedIn page. We found that using social media and having the involvement with an organization like Special Olympics really draws people in to want to donate. There's lots of places right now you can donate your money to. And we're so very grateful when anyone takes their time out to donate to Special Olympics through BFS. So make sure you use your social media pages. Make sure you hashtag I call it Plain Pollin', but Plain Poll IN. Make sure you hashtag that and use that. Use your first giving link. Include that in your posts, which provides them direct access to your page. We found that there are people who are online that are just waiting to donate to a cause. And if you can reach out to those people, I've had people that I've never even met from North Carolina and South Dakota donate to our page. And it's all because of our outreach. And I think in general, it's the organization of Special Olympics and Special Olympics Indiana. The more of an impact that they make globally. It's not just a statewide organization. It is a global organization that impacts so many people. And I think their voice is finally starting to be heard as far as inclusion. The inclusion revolution has really, truly been incredible over the past couple years. And just kind of reiterate what one of those athletes says, if we could have everybody feel that included all over the world and not just have it be a Special Olympics thing, that would be super cool. But as far as the Plain Pool and Special Olympics, it's something that our organization rallies around. It is something that we feel a sense of pride in. And like I said, we couldn't be more blessed to be associated with an organization like Special Olympics. One of the main items that we have for our organization is that it's just not our coworkers that join us, it's family and friends. We normally have a group of anywhere from 60 to 80 people out there every year that really enjoy going out there. I've always said, if you get them out there once, they're always going to want to come back. It is something that special about it that you're like, okay, so I'm going to pull a plane, like, big deal. But once you step out on that tarmac and you put that rope between your hands and it gives you, you know, anywhere from 6 to 10 seconds to pull that plane, and you get done, you're like, wait, that's it? Like, I'm ready to do it again. I want to come back next year. Hey, can I pull with your team? Like, there's another drive and there's motivation to come back again next year and do it bigger and better. And I think that's what BFS has always strived to do, is that we're happy with the successes that we've had in years past, whether it be the top fundraising team or the fastest pull team or whatever it is. But even when you place in 3rd and 4th place, you're like, okay, that wasn't good enough. What can we do next year that's going to, you know, raise that bar? And I think that's what the relationship between us and Special Olympics has really done for our organization. And we can't thank Scott and his staff enough for providing that opportunity for us. I really think it's a game changer within your organization when you can find something to rally around, and that's what Special Olympics is for us. I really appreciate everything that they've done for us and for our organization. We couldn't partner with a better group of people and for a better cause. So thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Craig. By the way, all of that was unscripted, so thank you. We even have it on video, so thank you again for your honest, transparent view of what it's done for you and your organization. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, we will continue on with the program here. Craig, I just will mimic what Scott said and say thank you so much for your wonderful support. We really appreciate it. And we'll see if you're the fastest engineer team this year, huh? He's ready. I like it. Well, those are some wonderful tips. So we hope you'll take those back to your group and proceed there with some of Craig's examples that he gave you. And if you do, we've got some wonderful prizes for you, because who doesn't love some swag, especially with our excellent plane pool visual on there. So take a look here and you can see, based on what your team raises, what you will receive to take home with you and talk about the plane pool for the next year after the event. These are actually by team. So this is a team sport, and your team of up to 12 will all receive either the plane pool t-shirt here you can see, and this has a little bit of a fun upgrade this year. You'll see this lovely navy t-shirt. We've often been asked about having a shirt with a color. So this year we've got something new and a nice bright design for you. So if your team raises $1,000, everyone will receive that at the event or at pre-registration day. Now, if you go above and beyond for our athletes, which we know you all will try to do, if you hit that $2,500 level, and that's of course by your team, each person on your team will receive this dry bag that has all kinds of first aid kit items in it. And you'll be able to have one of those for each member of your team. That will come in the mail to your team captain after the event. Now, if you really go fly up there high with your fundraising, so to say, and you hit 4,000, you'll receive this wonderful activities at home kit, I think I would call this in this day and age. But it has a nice wooden box that will have the plane pool logo engraved on that, and it has cards and it has dominoes, and it'll be a great addition to your home to have friends over and talk about how much fun you had at the playing pool. So again, each person on your team will receive these at these levels, and the team captain will get those in the mail. So you can take a look at those, and we will move on and talk a little bit more about the event day. So we're all ready for October 3rd, and we have a few things that are continuing this year and some updates. So this year we will continue with our car show. You can bring out a car, a truck, a motorcycle, any type of vehicle you like. Premier parking right on the tarmac there where everything's happening. It's a $25 donation. You can sign up online for that, and you can win some prizes and awards there if your car is chosen for one of the many awards. We also will have the Pacer Sports and Entertainment Hot Shot Challenge, and that will be for our top 2 fundraising teams from this year and our sponsors. And this is by invitation only. So if you'd like to be part of this, you need to make your way up to those top 2 fundraising teams, or you could be a sponsor of the event. So you can take part in that if you meet those qualifications. The other thing we will have, back by popular demand this year, we are setting up our Oasis again, and you will not only need to be 21 to purchase a beverage in there, however, you will also need to be 21 to enter per guidelines. So you can take advantage of that if you are of age. We'd love to see you there. Some of the event day experiences that will change and not happen this year. We will not have the halftime ceremonies. We do not want to have a large gathering of everyone together, so that will look different this year. We also will not have the kids exhibition pool. That's a few too many people on the rope, nice and cozy. So we're going to forego that activity this year and some of our festival activities that you've been used to seeing. But we are going to have a really fun activity that kids can come to a tent and pick up and take back to their station so that they still have something to do and still can be part of the day if they're not on your team. So look for that in the tent area at the event this year. Some additional updates to our venue. This is in the same location. So yes, we know lots of things change year over year, but our location will not. You'll find us at the Postal Hub again. The address will be on your brochure. And if you've been out before, it's the same location as previous years. Parking is free in the grass and will look the same as it has other years. However, if you would like to donate $10 additional to Special Olympics, we do have a parking lot that is first come, first serve, that you can make that donation and park on the pavement if you choose. So you are welcome to take part in that until spaces fill up. Registration will look a little bit different this year. As Scott mentioned earlier, each person will sign a waiver for the event as they enter the venue. So look for that and allow for that process as you come to the event that day. The team captain will proceed after they sign their waiver to a team captain registration area, and that's where they will drop off funds and get their shirts if they did. And those things can all be done on pre-registration day if they attended our office. But this will be the on-site place for only team captains, please. This again is a 12-person team, so that's an important change this year that you'll want to take note of. A few additional items that you will see this year to our venue. You will see the adjusted registration layout. You will see team campsites, and we are going to assign those this year, and they'll be marked, and so that will look a little different than just coming and popping up your tent and having your items wherever you can get a spot that day, depending on your time frame. So we will have those marked for you. The 12-person teams will allow for more room between poolers on the rope, so you'll see that. We will have the photo plane available, and that will be, you'll be able to get your team photo there if you choose, and if you choose not to leave some space, that is also all right with the planning, but we'll have it for your availability there. The pooling entrance will look a little different this year. We'll have gloves for each pooler, and we will have sanitizing there, and it will be just a little bit different layout. There will be stations for the pooling team, the next up, and then the one after that. So you will be separated a little bit to leave some space as you come out to pool the plane. We will have food vendors with packaged items only this year. Our staff and volunteers will be wearing masks, and we ask that all of our attendees follow the local government regulations, and that will include when you pull the rope wearing your mask for that time period. The entire event will have a different feel with the larger events that we talked about as far as the halftime ceremonies and any of those large gatherings. We will not be gathering all attendees for those things this year. So those will look a little different. Along with the awards, like Scott mentioned, we will be presenting the top pool award. So whoever pulls the fastest, that team will receive your award that day. We also will hand out the top fundraising team award on site. However, the others will be shipped to your team captain. So you can look for a lot of things in your mailbox after the event, team captains, if you do your fundraising or if you win any of those awards. So that's a nice post-event thing that you can watch out for. So I will turn it over now to Danielle from our office to talk about a new opportunity with our event this year.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to present this new opportunity for you guys. So this is if you aren't able to join us in person, or if you know someone who would typically be on your team and can't join us this year as well, or anything along those lines. So this year we are hosting a model plane challenge. It is a separate registration compared to our 12-person teams this year. There is a small cost to this, and that is $50, with the opportunity to raise additional funds for our athletes again. Upon registration, you will receive your wooden plane kit in the mail, and you guys have full reign to adjust it, modify it, decorate it however you want. It's definitely your chance to get creative. With that, there will be 2 competitions for the model plane challenge. This will be the best dressed plane and the furthest flyers. So, our community will be able to vote on the best dressed planes, and then the day of you'll be able to tune in virtually to watch your plane soar. So if you're interested in this event, go to our website to learn more and register there. And with that, I'm going to direct you to turn your attention to our athlete spotlight video. This video will feature the Parks family from Columbus, Indiana.
Hi, I'm Renee Parks. I'm from Bartholomew Brown, Jennings County Special Olympics. Once I got involved, I've been with it since I was 15 years old. And then I got my family involved. I met my husband my senior year of high school at Brown County. I got him involved. We had our son.
At the age of 8, I started actually participating, and I wasn't bullied. When I was in middle school, I was asked if I was stupid or if I was an idiot from a teacher, and it just broke my heart.
Yeah, it was hard for me. I was so always picked on. I'm a small guy. And then one time we had a riot in junior high, and it got real bad, and I got like sucker punched during the riot.
I was always called retarded. It was really hard. I would take the long way to class because I was embarrassed.
And I didn't feel wanted from other students, but with Special Olympics, I knew I was home.
My name is Andy Honeycutt. I am the Assistant County Coordinator with Bartholomew Brown and Jennings Counties BBJ. I met the Parks 12 years ago. This year has been a very unusual year due to the COVID-19. Renee and David both work at Walmart, declared essential workers, and I don't believe they've missed a day.
Life has just really changed. This pandemic has been really hard on my family.
I wish other people would know as well what workers are going through. And with this pandemic, it just tore me up.
Getting to go in, this is hard. My husband Brad would always say, man, I really don't like you guys going in every day. You know, it really bothers me, makes me feel like, you know, you guys are going to come home with the corona, or you're going to bring it home to me. I don't know what kept us safe. I think the Lord kept us safe and me keeping my strength. And then not being able to do summer games this year was really hard. It was like a smack in the face, kind of.
Man, I miss doing sports. I miss dribbling with my friends, hanging out with them, talking a little trash with them, and hoping eventually I get to do sports again with them.
David and Brad have also been doing a lot of basketball and getting out and doing events together, doing dribbling skills, blocking each other. It's just fun. So what Special Olympics means to me is it's a great feeling. It's something that I can compete, do, learn.
It's very important to me because I feel home with everybody that's around me.
What would I tell someone who's thinking about getting involved with Special Olympics? There is no better experience in the world. You go and you watch these athletes who may have physical issues, may have severe mental issues, and to watch them try their hardest and to do their best in whatever physical activity we're doing will just kind of rip at your heart.
There are some words of Special Olympics that we always say before every event, and I would like these two to repeat after me. Let me win.
Let me win.
But if I cannot win.
But if I cannot win.
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Okay, so we have concluded today's Zoom meeting, giving a little detail on what's coming up for our Plain Pole Challenge this year in October. We really appreciate you listening and staying to the end and hearing this. At this time, if you're unmuted, please do if you're not. Does anybody have any questions for us here in the next couple minutes?
Yeah, Scott, can we get the waivers in advance for each individual?
Absolutely. If you registered for today or have registered for the event, those will be a part of the Plain Pole kit, and I will tell you when those are approved, they will be uploaded to the website as well. So the answer is yes, we're happy to.
Thanks.
Good question. Anything else? One other thing I'd like to mention as I'm thinking of it, when you register, you go into our Plain Pole Challenge e-newsletter, which gives you weekly updates on the event and can help your team get excited for competing on October 3rd. We are always available to answer questions, either by email or by phone. I look forward to speaking with you, so don't be shy. We're happy to assist you on this journey with us. So you can feel free to ask any questions that may come up after today. And with that being said, Kelly, if you're on with me, we do have a prize sheet package for making it to the end of today's presentation. Kelly, pick a number between 1 and 16.
The lucky winner is number 12.
Number 12. Shelby Dyson, thank you for registering for today's meeting. You will be getting a gift package from us for making your team happen and joining us today. So if you have anybody else, we will be doing this again the next few weeks. We have other opportunities to join this call. It will be the same information or the latest information that we have. So when you see it in the newsletters, feel free to join us if you want to, but we will be reviewing the same information at different times. So last call here. Thank you to everyone for joining us here today. We really appreciate your support, and we're looking forward to a great event. So thank you and have a great day.